So it's finally that time to change the oil on my brand new 2024 Harley Davidson Road Glide. But before we get into that, you guys may know I'm going on a cross-country trip here at the end of July. So on my way for this cross-country trip, we're actually going to be headed straight to Milwaukee. But before Milwaukee, we're actually going to be doing 3 dealer stops with meet and greets. So July 23rd, I will be at Steel City Harley Davidson from 4 to 6 p.m. And then July 24th, I'll be at Fort Wayne Harley Davidson in Indiana from 4 to 6 p.m. And then on Thursday, July 25th, I will be at Chi-Town Harley Davidson from 1 to 3 p.m. And then right after that, we're going to be headed to Milwaukee, and we're also going to be having a gigantic meet and greet. So at the meet and greet, you're going to have a lot of awesome content creators there. You're going to have Blockhead, Her Two Wheels, Marvel Kid 87, Adam Sandoval, Tiffany Renee, Just GQ, Ride to Food, 2 Lane Life, Prism Supply, Travelin' Tall, my good buddy Rob from Be the Boss Your Motorcycle, and yours truly, John from Cycle Fanatics. We're all going to have a massive meet and greet. And that's going to be held Saturday, July 27th at Veterans Park from 2 to 4 p.m. So there's also going to be some amazing entertainment that weekend. Red Hot Chili Peppers, The Offspring, Jelly Roll, Cypress Hill. So I'm going to leave you guys a link down below in the video description if you guys are going and want to purchase tickets. That link will be down below. And I really hope to see you guys there. It's going to be an amazing time. And right after Milwaukee, we're going to be headed straight to Sturgis for our cross-country trip, probably about 11,000 miles. All right, guys, now that I got that out of the way, I just wanted to tell you guys about that. That is going to be an amazing time. And a lot of people always say, you know, I wish you were in my area, and I'm finally going to be doing some meet and greets along the way. So if you're in those areas, hopefully I see you guys there. Definitely stop by. All the information I gave you guys will be down below in the video description. All right, so I'm going to put this thing on the jack. Just so you guys know, I have about 1,700 miles on the bike now. And yes, it's a little overdue for an oil change, but that's because I was in Lake George. All right, guys, so I'm going to get my drain pan and so we could drain the oil, and I have a fresh, nice chrome oil filter. And I know you guys seen a million times an oil change, obviously, or you've done it before on a Road Glide. So this is a 24 model. It's basically done the same way. But here's the difference, what I wanted to show you. I have the Figurati Designs magnetic dipstick, right? If you guys didn't see that video, I'm going to show you guys that in a second. So what I want to see is how much metal I've collected in the drain plug and how much metal that actual Figurati Designs magnetic dipstick actually collected, because that's really important, because sometimes you have those metal shavings, you don't want them to go up into the motor. Hopefully your filter will catch a lot of the stuff, but sometimes maybe it doesn't, and you don't want those metal shavings floating around, especially after a brand new motor. You have possibly some metal shavings still from the machining of all the parts still in there. Maybe it wasn't cleaned out right. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'll show you guys the dipstick in a second, because I think that's a really good safety component that you guys could put into your bike to get those metal particles out of your oil and keep them out of your oil and keep your motor safe. All right, so after taking out the drain plug, hopefully you guys could see that there's nothing on it. So actually, let me see. Yeah, that's normal. Just some little tiny shavings, nothing big, very, very small amount. So I'm good with that. So now we're gonna let the oil drain. I'll put the oil plug back in, and then we could start removing the oil filter. So now this is the, and what I like about this dipstick is that you can get your whole hand on it. So, oh my goodness. What a friggin' mess. Well, that's what happens. I didn't have the drain pan under there good enough. So that's what I like about it. You could get your whole hand on it. So let's check this out. So right here, so take a look at that. So this is the figure right there. You could see the magnet sign from there to there. It's magnetic, and that's what catches all the magnetic particles. So let's see once I wipe it off. It doesn't look like there's anything on there. Looks pretty good. Actually, yeah, I mean, there was. You seen it? Now I just wiped it off. But they were it looked like dirty oil, but it wasn't. It was actual metal particles that stuck to the dipstick. Wow, that is really cool. Because look at the difference now with the dipstick. Let me turn it for you guys. See the backside? Before there was markings, like dark markings. Well, that's the metal that is in the oil from the motor breaking in. That is awesome. I'll leave you guys a link to this, and also you could use my code, guys, to pick one of these up. Really, really beautiful products. I also have the Figurati Designs docking hardware caps, and also the swing arm caps that prevent a lot of crap coming into the swing arm. All right, I'm gonna actually let the oil drain fully. And what a mess I made. Jesus Christmas. Look at this. Oh, that's the first time, honestly. That's the first time in, I can't even remember how long I actually made a mess. I'm usually super, super clean and careful, but what are you gonna do? Crap happens, right? Yeah, it's still draining a little bit. What a mess, jeez. What a mess. All right, I got the oil filter on, drain plug back in. I always take some brake clean and just clean up if any oil dripped down. I just like to clean everything up. I don't like to leave any oil residue laying around, because what happens is then all the dirt and gunk sticks to it. So I just like to spray it off. And I just let it drip into the drain pan. I put on a nice chrome oil filter, so it's gonna look better since I'm doing all like kind of a chrome theme on the bike. I'll show you guys in a second. Jeez, I cleaned up that mess. All right, I'm gonna open the garage door, start the bike. I already filled it with oil. I wanna get some oil into the oil filter. All right, guys, so oil's all filled up. It's full, beautiful. Everything's nice and on the up and up, which I like. And that should, I normally, sometimes, 3,000-4,000. If I'm on a long trip and it goes a little over 3,000, whether, just like I said, if it's 4,000 or 4,500, I don't get too worried about it. I just make sure, the next chance I get, I change the oil. But if I'm around home, yeah, I'll change it, every 3,000, 4,000, kind of right around there. I'll also have a link to the oil change kind of a kit, what I've been using lately. Links will be down below in the description. But I'm actually going to use my new air pump. So this is by FANATIX. So you guys know also, I will be in Laconia. Leaving tomorrow morning, that's why you see my rickrack bag on. So I actually had a couple days, crazy schedule, busy this summer, but I do have a couple days, and me and Big Guy are actually going to be going to Laconia for a couple days. So I'm going to take this pump because I don't leave home without an air pump, a tire plug kit, a multi-tool, and a bunch of other things that I've showed you guys that, I need to make sure if I get a flat, I have to fix it. I'm not going to be calling the tow truck. So I always carry that on me. So this pump is cool. It's a little different shape than the one I was previously using, but this seems to have a lot of power. So let me show you how it works. Motorcycle. So you could go through the modes right here. If I just press it, bicycle, pump for a ball or for a car. I'm gonna leave it on motorcycle, but doesn't matter. I'm gonna turn that pressure up because I want both tires actually at 40. So once you, and this is great because it has a screw on to the valve and you don't have to hold it. So once you, there goes my cap. Once you screw this on, now it's reading, but we're gonna turn it on and it should stop at 40 PSI, and that's what I like about it. And it stopped. So now I know I got 40 PSI in the front, and I love the TPMS. I love that because otherwise you would have to check. It's recommended you check your tire pressures before a ride. So my back tire was actually low. There it is. I'm gonna have to move the bike back just a little bit. And another thing I love about the new models, because I guess it has TPMS, it comes with the 90-degree valve stems, which is awesome. So this back tire is at 36, so that's why the TPMS came on. And bingo, it stopped at 40. That's awesome. I could also tell you that I realized I think this pump works a lot faster than my other one that I had. So I'm happy about that. Really small design. It's not as long as the other one. I really like this design. It's almost like a square. It's kind of almost the size of a small iPhone. And what's cool about it is you got a light also there. What's cool about this is as soon as you put the hose back into the case on top, it shuts it off. I'll also have a link for you guys down below in the video description so you can check this pump out. But you know I always tell you guys, having an air pump, a tire plug kit, and a multi-tool on your bike is an absolute essential for a long distance trip. All right guys, that's it for this video. Bike is ready. I'm gonna actually pack it up. Hope to see you in Laconia. Hope to see you at the 3 dealer stops. Hope to see you in Milwaukee. And hope to see you when we're on our cross-country trip. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'll be posting kind of every day there. But while we're on the trip, I will not be putting out any ride videos until I get back because it's just too much work editing and all that stuff. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Peace out, guys.